Palestinian statehood. Let's really get into it. The criticism from Trump is that it's rewarding Hamas. Now, the first thing you know is that Trump lies about everything, so that's not true. But it's also not true because, as far as I can tell, Hamas hasn't done anything other than try to agree to ceasefires that Netanyahu keeps rejecting since October 7th. So the last time they really did something was October 7th. And if you were rewarding them, then you would have made Palestine a state on October 8th to reward them. But that's not what it's about. It's about the evil that Israel has been doing in their genocide, their Holocaust. And they told them this. They told them months ago, if you don't stop the genocide, we're going to recognize a Palestinian state. And Netanyahu didn't stop the genocide, so they recognized the Palestinian state. Now, if they'd recognized the Palestinian state years ago, it may have prevented Netanyahu from doing this genocide this much in the first place. But, better late than never. The problem with it is recognizing Palestine as a state on paper or in words at the UN is one thing, and Netanyahu taking more territory is another thing. And killing more people and starving more people is another thing. He's doing this on the ground. He's taking territory on the ground. And now Netanyahu's government is going to use the recognition of Palestinian state as an excuse to annex parts of Gaza or Palestine. Their response to the recognition is talking about annexing Gaza and Palestine. And as we can see from Putin in Ukraine, annexing parts of countries, you can say all you want against it, but Putin still has Crimea, and Putin still has Donbass, and Putin still has these areas of Ukraine, and you haven't stopped him, knowing that the only way to stop him is by force. So suggesting that we use force to stop Israel, free up the aid to the people of Palestine by attacking Israel with force, goes against a lot of Western people's ideas. Although the peace flotilla, the nonviolent flotilla that's trying to get aid and break the Israelis' blockade, get aid into Gaza, is now apparently going to be escorted by an Italian warship. So they keep attacking these peaceful boats, and now they might have a warship to defend them, and that might start some of this. Or you can just attack Israel. Now, people might be afraid to attack Israel because of America, but let me point out, we're about to have a coup in America. Trump is trying to start Civil War II in America, which is going to keep us from doing much to defend Israel there as well, just like the intention of starting Civil War II in America is for Putin to destroy America, and for Trump's master Putin to start World War III without America being able to help the good guys. So we need to not only save Gaza and Palestine, we need to save Ukraine. And we need to recognize that Netanyahu has been doing this not only to help Trump get elected, but to help distract the world's attention from Ukraine, to help Putin. So we need to beat Putin. We need to save Ukraine and defeat Putin. We need to save America and defeat Trump, whether it's through a coup, through what I call the Pillar Revolution, a nonviolent revolution we can all take part in from bed, or however we do it. We need to save America and defeat Trump. We need to save Israel and Gaza and Palestine and defeat Netanyahu. And they must be defeated. You're not going to talk them out of it. You're not going to negotiate your way out of this one with Putin or Trump or Netanyahu. We're going to need to defeat Trump with a coup in America, so don't worry about America doing anything to you if you attack Israel. We're going to need to defeat Netanyahu in Israel, so don't worry about true Israelis doing anything to stop you there, because you're saving their country by defeating their tyrant. Same with Russia. We need to defeat Putin. We can keep Russia as a country, but we need to defeat Putin in order to do that, and in order to save Ukraine, and in order to stop this whole network of terrorists who keep doing this to us. So calling Palestine a state is great and appreciated, but you need to go further than that, because it's not stopping Netanyahu's violence. Just like all the support for Ukraine isn't stopping Putin's violence. Some of these people, as pacifist as I am, some of these people may require violence to stop them. And even though I don't think we will need militaries in the future, especially once Putin and Trump and Netanyahu are gone, while we have militaries, we might as well use them to coup in America, coup in Israel if you could, but most likely you're going to need to attack Israel, and you're going to need to attack Russia, and you're going to need to defeat Putin and Trump and Netanyahu through the only means they understand, force. Thank you. And we can do the rest. We can all help on our phones. We can all help just by talking about it. Like, we need to advertise this coup in America, because otherwise Trump is going to fire most of our generals the same way the German Nazis did, and try to take over our country that way as well. We need to stop him somewhere, and we need to stop him now. We might as well coup, overthrow Trump and all the Trump mutineers, and take America back for Americans. That is actually the oath that our military swore, to protect the Constitution, and Trump is a threat to our Constitution and country. We must stop Trump to save America, just like you must stop Netanyahu if you want to save Israel, and you must stop Russia if you want to